Right, good afternoon, class. Oh, sorry, yeah. I'm used to holding classes, I'm so sorry. So, okay, I need to be a bit quick today because I only got half an hour of you, so please pardon me if I address you as class rather than ladies and gentlemen. Right, class, right. Now, is this question about is TDSR affecting commercial industrial? Now, before I start off, just let me give you one news that I just read recently, right? I read about this news. Indeed, someone told me about it also before I read about it. If you do, the last row cannot hear. The last row, they can't hear. Hello, hello. Can? Last row, can? Okay, still cannot. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Can? Hello. Okay. Now the last row. Okay, good, good. Now I read about this news. It was about an office building called Springleaf Tower. Now, where is it? It's along Anson Road. I read about this building that I read, wow, 12 floors of this Springleaf Tower was sold recently at about not 2.5 million, okay? Hello, okay. Now, I read about this, that 12 floors were sold in Springleaf Tower, and each floor is not 2.5 million, it is about 25 million each, and they can sell away 12 floors, right? Indeed, I think the agency or the agents who have done all these deals, they could be in the room today. Eh? So, wow, this is about commercial at this moment, right? So, before I start off and answer your question, this is what happened. Now, okay. Question is the commercial industrial real estate market affected by TDSR? All right, is it affected? Now, my answer to you is, in general, no. Okay, no. Now, that is what I heard also, that at this moment, if I say TDSR do not affect commercial industrial at all, then I think I'm lying. But let me tell you what is the difference. I was told, now, of every 10 loans that are submitted for residential loan, up to 5 could be rejected, okay? But for every 10 loans that are submitted for commercial industrial, probably only 2 are rejected, right? So you can see, even though TDSR actually affects commercial and industrial, but it is very minimum. Indeed, it actually affects residential more. Now, why is it so? Okay, I think there are many reasons. Maybe just let me give you a reason that most of you can understand. Now, because residential loan, to me, most of the buyers or investors are more men in the street, right? So they're fixed income, and if they cannot meet the 60% TDSR, then it's gone, cannot be approved, right? But then for commercial industrial loans, most of them are the investors, most of them are maybe businessmen or higher income earner. So they have more ways, to meet the TDSR ceiling, right? And also, many of them are businessmen. And if you do know, if you have a running business, you can actually invest in a commercial industrial real estate investment without going through the TDSR. That means if you have a running business, you can actually go and take a loan for commercial industrial property, and very likely you are not subject to TDSR. So the percentage of approval is much higher. Now, let me go into more details, okay? Why commercial industrial is not affected? Okay, sorry. I need to look at my own slides when so if you don't mind, just let me do it downstairs. I'm so sorry. Okay, class, let me start with this office sector. I'll show you why I think TDSR does not affect commercial industrial. Now, in terms of office, okay, it says limited office space may boost rent this quarter. What does it mean? Okay, now class, when you have rent going up, okay, and I tell you, I predicted that this year will be a year for offices. Why do I say so? Because rent are climbing strongly, okay, aggressively. So when rent climb, your return improves, right? Investor know their margin, the price can go up further, so they'll come in and buy and sell, right? So office, right? Okay, still going strong. There's again another comments about office, which is the office market is still going strong. Okay, and it says Grade A CBD office rent to rise next year, means this year, right? Okay, the rent will rise further, okay? And office market ends 2013 with higher rents and occupancy. Again, this will increase return, which will continue to attract investors coming to this sector. Okay, vacated city space at Millennium Tower taken up. Okay, what happened is Citibank vacated this building to go to Asia Square, right? And in the last move, 100,000 square feet of space was vacated by Citibank. And when this report came out, they have already found new tenants for all the space that Citibank has vacated. So this is how hot is office demand now. Okay, right? And okay, another story about office, 52 strata title office at Arc 380 so. Now class, a few months ago, no, just 2 months ago, you probably heard this story. Wow, the 60 years retirement village, which is called Hilford, right, was sold out within a day. Is that a big deal? To me, it's no big deal. You know why? Because most of the units are priced at 400,000. That's to say, any first-timer can walk in and afford, right? Because you're talking about buying a 4-room flat. So when it's priced so low, just like the price of a 4-room flat, so anyone can afford. So I don't think it's a big deal selling them out in one day. But and that 1 or 2 days, there was another project also sold out somewhere else. Okay, that's called Arc 380. Now, class, this is actually an office project. If you do know about Eminem Plaza at Jalan Besar, right? They're going to tear down this building. The first few floors probably will be a shopping podium. The rest is an office block. Okay, and those office units that the developer wants to sell, they sell out within hours. And it's a big deal. Why I say so? Because every unit is at least 1.7 million and above. Some are even costing $2-3 million unit, and they can sell it all out within hours. That is how hot is the commercial market now. So how can you say TDSR has actually affected commercial industrial? Now, okay, in some of shop space, right? Junction 9 sells 85% of retail units on the first day, right? More, okay. 48 million price tag for Sim Square Atrium. Now, if you friggin' Sim Square, where you buy your computers or whatever, this is not a shop, the atrium space, that means without wall, without roof, that space is now asking for $48 million, right? Again, how can TDSR affect commercial industrial, right? Okay, industrial, in terms of industrial, okay, industrial property in the south, a hit with investors. This is talking about those industrial property in the south, like Phuket, Marina area, is now a hit with the very popular among investors. And industrial rent will continue to rise in 2014. So I told you that when rent rises, your yield goes up. So you will attract more investors to come in and buy more industrial, right? Now, and class, I'm so glad to say this, that all these articles that show you, they all appear after, many months after TDSR has been implemented. So it's a very good sign to share with you. Even half a year after TDSR is affected, commercial industrial remain hot, right? So it's one of very good reasons to show you that actually TDSR did not affect commercial industrial so much. They are still hot right today. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why commercial industrial is not affected by TDSR, so much affected by TDSR, because it offers you both high annual yield and high capital gain. Both are high, right? Not many investments that you can go to will give you both high. Most of the investment will give you high capital gain or low yield. Some are high yield, low capital gain. But commercial industrial offer you both also high. That's why it continues to attract funds or investment in this sector, actually with the very tight grip on residential property now from the government. Right now, class, I will continue to share with you why I feel not only that TDSR does not affect the commercial industrial market in the last couple of months, it will continue to be good. Indeed, this year, the next few years, it will be very, very good by showing you why. Now, class, I'm going to show you some of the capital gain that investors have actually invested in commercial industrial in the last couple of years and how much money they are making. So the kind of money they're making from commercial industrial in the last 2 years or so, I assure you more will pour their money in the commercial industrial. Now, let me show you a few. Okay, I don't know where you can see, but let me draw it to you. Now, this is actually a list of international plaza offices that were transacted in the last 2 or 3 years. Now, my criteria of being on this list, I told my staff, I only want those who are bought and sold within 3 years, right? If they buy 5 years ago, they buy 8 years ago, they sell now out, okay, out of the list. So this list only consists of people who buy within the last 3 years. And yet my staff say, David, the list is very long. I said, I might just cut 1 page for me because I have limited time, just 1 page. Now, class, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, just in case if you cannot see it. Now, let me pick one example. I can even show you the unit number because all these are coveted. All these are from source, reliable source. Okay, coveted source. Okay, this means all these are real transactions. Let me read out one or two to you, class. Okay, example 0914. Okay, bought this April 2, bought December 1, sorry, okay, bought December 12, sold July 13, hold only for 8 months. The owner hold on to it for 8 months. He buy 948,000. Okay, he sold for 948,000. He sold for 1.1 million. Right, class. His profit is 165,000 in just 8 months, and it is about 100% of all his equity. Because when you buy commercial, industrial, real estate investment, if your income is good enough, the bank can still give you an 80% loan. So that's the same. Likely, your equity is only your own 20%. So when you only put in 20% for this 950,000 property, which is only about 160, 170,000, and your gain within 9 months, 8 months is double. That means you take back whatever you put in, all cash. Can I have some drinks? Okay, right. Now, if you say, yeah, David, only one only. Let me show you more. Okay. Oh, this is even better. Okay. Now, this one, 5 months. 1025, International Plaza 2, bought this date, sold this date, only for 5 months, bought 2.9, sold 3.3, right? Okay. And they make about 400,000 in just 5 months, right? And wow, this is even better. 3506B, International Plaza again, bought this date, sold this date, he only hold on to it for 1 month. This guy only hold on to it for 1 month. He bought 1.02 million, he sold for 1.68 million. He made 142,000 within 1 month. Now, when you buy a property for 1 month, you only pay 5% because you have not even completed. You did not pay up to 15%. Thank you so much. Thanks. Right. So I need a warm one. Sorry, Dorian. Sorry, Dorian. Just give me a warm. Sorry. Okay. Now he only paid, which is only 5%, which is only about 50,000. He make about 150,000, and it's all happening in 1 month. Oh, David, you know something? International Plaza very hong zui one very good MNC one sure make money one Then I'll show you then you're wrong I'll show you another one which is not International Plaza, but they also make tons of money. Now, let me show you. Soho at Central. Look at Soho at Central. Again, my criteria, I told my staff, they must sell and buy within 3 years. If they bought 5 years ago, today, they sell out. Okay? But they say, still, more than 1 page. I say, just chop 1 page for me. Now, class, let me just give you a few examples. Okay. All right. Soho at Central 1014. Right? Bought this date, sold this date, hold only for 4 months. He only hold on for 4 months. He bought 1.1 million. He bought 1.1 million. He sold for 1.45 million. He made 300,000 in just 4 months, and his down payment likely is only 220,000 for 20%. He made 340,000, more than his equity, almost 2 times equity in just 4 months. In just 4 months, okay. Let me pick one. Okay, again, Soho at Central 1598. Soho at Central. Bought this date, sold this only for 2 months. Only for 2 months. He bought 2.9. He sold for 3.7. Wow. Wow, he only bought for 2 months. Class, it's not even completed. That property, thank you so much. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Thanks. That property that he bought, he only bought for 2 months. That will say he only paid about 5%. He paid 5% on 2.9 million. That means he only paid about 150,000. Okay, and he makes 700,000. 700,000 in 2 months. And all these are real because they're all coveted. Please check this source. Okay. Why I give you the source? Because I'll prove to you they're all real deals. Because you can even go and check tonight. You can go and check tonight to prove me wrong because I'm going to prove it right. Because all these are real deals. Now, class. David. Let me tell you, Soho Central also in a Hong Chui building. Okay, never mind. I prove to you they're not. It's not because they're Hong Chui building. It's because the market is very hot. Okay, now. Instead of showing you building by building, I say, hey, cannot. I tell myself, cannot. We can't finish today, man. Put all building into one list. All right, okay. Philadelphia, the Plaza, Peninsula Plaza, High Street Center. Everywhere, they make tons of money. Let me just plug one. Okay. Shall I? Okay. Maybe I'll pick this. Hex 11-01 Peninsula Plaza. Bought this date, sold this date. Only for 7 months. Bought 2 million, sold 2.2. 7 months, he made 200,000. Right? Again, on one office unit. And I tell you, the list goes on. The list goes on. I can show you many lists, and these are not all. It's only just a fraction of what is happening in the market. Then you tell me, David, does it mean only office can? No, not just commercial. Even industrial is also very hot, right? It's also very hot. Okay, let me give you some example. Okay, now let me talk about Pioneer Center, one industrial project. Okay, wow. Okay, let me show you. Pioneer Center 0142. Bought this date, sold this date, hold only for 2 months. He only hold for 2 months. He bought 403,000. He sold 584,000. His capital gain is 180,000 over 2 months. He only paid 5% by then. He only paid about, 20,000, and he made 180,000 in just 2 months. David, you know what? Industrial also got Hong Zui building one. Okay, never mind. I just show you. It's not because Hong Zui that these are selling. It's because the market is moving. The market is moving very strongly for commercial industrial. Okay, let me show you. Okay, wow, City Hub 2. It's even more fantastic. Look at this. City Hub 2. City Hub 2. Let me give you the number. 0986. He hold only for 4 days. That's all. That's how long he hold on to the property. Only for 4 days. He bought 16 July 2012. He sold 20th July 2012. He hold it only for 4 days. He bought 741,000. He sold 779. His down payment is only 1%, right? 4 days, 1%. 7,000 that he paid. He actually made 40,000. 4 days, right? Okay, more. I can go on, okay, and the list can go on, and let me show you one or two more. Okay, again, now West Point, Biz Hub, okay, bought this day, sold this day. He only hold on for 3 days. He hold on for 3 days. He bought 1.2 million. He sold, wow. He hold on for only 3 days. He bought 1.2 million. He sold 1.6 million. He made 400,000 in 3 days. Now, the list continue. The list continue also for industrial. Okay, now, okay, one more. Okay, this is, okay, maybe I use this North Point Biz Hub 0112. Bought this date, sold this date, hold on for 8 months. He bought 3.5 million. He sold 4.5 million. He made $1 million on this industrial unit over 8 months. Okay, now class, and the list continues. The list continues. Class, and these are just a fraction of what is happening in the last 2 years. Now class, how can the market be not hotter this year? With all these people that have bought and sold in the last 2 years, and with the capital gain that they make, the profit that they make, and they have no more other choice in Singapore because the next investment property you buy in residential, you have to pay a 7% ABSD and 50% down payment. So I think more will invest the money into commercial industrial in the near future, right? So I've proven to you, actually, okay, if I say not affected, then you may not believe, but I show you, okay, I show you articles, newspaper articles that prove to you how hot is the market even after TDSR has been implemented. They are still selling very well, okay, and I give you reason to believe that they will continue to rise, and I show you the kind of capital gain that most of them has made in the last 2 years, plus minus. With this kind of gain, more will pump their money back to commercial industrial because there's nowhere else they can buy, right? Okay, now class. Okay, so this is what I believe. That to summarize, TDSR did not only affect commercial industrial in a very small way. Yes, it probably will affect like more men in the street, which has no additional income, and they're caught with TDSR. But most of them, many of them, are actually investors with businesses or high-income earner, so they can actually overcome the TDSR ceiling much easier. And I told you, right, many of them can even buy without going through TDSR because they're running businesses. So they are, it's actually, even though it affects commercial industrial, but it's so minimal that you don't feel it. The market continues to run hotly, right? The market continues to run, okay? Now, class. Okay. What I say is this, I'm so sorry because I only have very limited time with you, okay? But I do actually have a free workshop. Let me invite you to this free workshop that is an intensive workshop for all real estate investors. The title is Many Have Made Money in Commercial Industrial Investment. Have you? Okay? I'd like to invite you to this free workshop that I have. You can come in because I only have half an hour, but over there I'll do 3.5 hours to continue to equip you with more information. What is commercial industrial all about? How's the market going? And for those who want to attend my free workshop, just very simple. There are 2 sessions coming up. One is on the 3rd of March, okay, which is this coming Monday, 7 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Another one is 1 more week later, 11 March, Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. The venue is at International Plaza 1212, my office over there. You can either call or text this number. You can just send a text to this number, give us your name and a date that you want to pick. We will register and reserve a seat for you, or you can call, or you can go to our website. Okay, there's also a website for you to go and register yourself, right? So there are many ways to come for a free seminar. Okay, and I hope that I can see you later so that we can actually continue to equip you with more knowledge about commercial industrial. Right, now class, I say this, let me just end today presentation with just a very short story. Okay, this story is about Kodak. You tell me, hey, David, what has Kodak got to do with you and me? A lot, right? Okay. Now, Kodak has been around for 100 over years. Said to say Kodak has gone bankrupt in 2012. Now, what happened? Kodak invented a camera. Kodak also invented the film. Said to say Kodak also invented the digital camera, but they're killed by digital camera. So poor thing, they invented it, yet they're killed by it. Why? Because when the whole world is trying to sell us digital camera, they sell films. Until the day they close, they are still selling films. Now, class, what does it mean? It means, okay, we must be able to change with time, right? When the whole world needs digital camera, why do you want to sell them films? Who will buy films from you? Right? Now, class, it is very important as a savvy investor, right? Any one of you in this room, you must continue to study what's the direction of the market, right? And if the direction is now for commercial industrial, I think it's good for you all to find out more so that you know your money is put in the right place, and then I think you'll be even more profitable, more promising to grow your wealth in the correct area. I'm not saying the condo cannot, I'm not saying residential cannot, trust me, okay? Many people are still making good money from residential investment, but the thing is, with all the cooling measures, it becomes very difficult. You must be very good at it. You really must be very, very good at it in order for you to make gains, okay? But commercial industrial, because you're swimming with the tide, right? You're swimming with the tide, so I think it's easier for you, if you swim with the tide, I think it's easier for you to swim rather against the tide, right? So I think I would say that from today onwards, I think you all should actually get to know more about commercial industrial and ask yourself, hey, is this your cup of tea? Right, class, with this, I'm so sorry with the limited time. I will see you all later for any Q&A, or if you wish to come to the workshop, I will explain more to you. Thank you so much. Thanks.